3, 2,
I'm back.
go!
Now, while reading the Epstein files, I saw a name that appeared more times than there are words in the Bible.
Nigga, what the f you doing in the video?
Oh yeah, bro, yeah, that's me.
Nigga, I know it's you. What are you doing in the video?
So I've gathered 10 months worth of evidence, all compiled in one video. So starting off with never before seen footage from the 1998. Let's run it back one last time.
1, go!
So the movie starts off in, hold up. Is that Welcome Down Lori? And she's spinning the block in her new Hellcat, busting her speakers on full blast. Hey, Lori, what you playing? Mary Had a Little Lamb? Nigga, does she look like a little kid that would listen to that? Bro, she's obviously playing her new mixtape. DJ, play that. You know what I'm saying? That's the. But anyways, Diddy on crack pulls up, talking about some.
Oh my god.
Did this Negro just say hi? Nah, Big P, god damn. How'd your forehead increase in size again?
How?
This man talking about some high, with that bright light reflecting off that cranium was blinding me. But anyways, back to the crime at hand. Lori, I understand that you're a child. You know, at your age, all I really understood was that Megan Fox, mommy. But instead of, I don't know, running, when you have this thing staring you down, like,
What you looking at, man?
you instead proceed to smile with all 11 teeth. Me personally, if I saw this, my butt cheeks would have been clenched tighter than the man in prison who just heard.
Smells like my size.
But not Lori. She dodging the red flags the same way that J. Cole dodges good music. But after careful consideration, Pennywise realizes that her age is on the clock. So it was GG's. So after the killing, our boy Mike, wait, not that Mike, this Mike, keep up, proceeds to summon his gang of middle-aged shooters on this man Pennywise. We ain't running ones, you finna get jumped with the power of friendship. They'd rather jump this man than pay their mortgage. So he calls his boys up like he's Nick Fury.
It's time.
Hey, who he finna call first? I'm glad you asked. So since Pennywise is white, freaky, and at times a baddie, you already know the man for the job. The strongest Avenger. Nah, not you, buddy. Phil! Top 3 shooter from this channel coming off the bench. I ain't had the privilege to glaze this man since... It's been a minute. So after getting the call from Mike, we get a flashback of when Bill lost his day one Georgie. And at the start of this flashback, we see...
Oh, nigga, you gay.
Nah, I'm playing. And Bill, why you looking disgusted? It don't
cost nothing to show a nigga love.
But anyways, as Georgie is living his best life not paying taxes, his boat falls into the sewer. And as he goes to get it back, out emerges...
Aren't you gonna say hello? No, nigga.
I ain't doing no talking, you get it switched! And yo, why does this Pennywise look a little bit too real for comfort? I could really see this man pulling up on me today. And Georgie agrees, he said, nah, I know that's you, EDP. You just got hit with that Michael Jackson disease. But somehow, Pennywise finesses him to stay with just paper. My guy, I will get you a tree for Christmas. Leave the paper boat! Like how does paper got you looking like you just discovered incognito mode for the first time? But anyways, this dude Pennywise then says, they float. Georgie. They float. Oh my god. Just please die.
Okay? I'm sorry. Die. You're just a gross person.
And this little nut with screws for brains proceeds to stick his hand in the sewers. There's GG's for Georgie. Nah, he really did little bro like that? I gotta get my fade. Win, lose, or draw, I gotta catch them all. And with that, the retired crash out drives back to Derry. But hold up, pull back real quick, Bill. I asked about 20 different scientists and none could give me an answer on what the freak is that. Cut! Hey, bump it.
We gotta go bald, son.
You know what? For the sake of my GOAT's legacy, let's forget we saw that. Mike then calls up the rest of the Losers Club, and we meet the 1990 adult cast. We got Bill, Richie, Eddie, Ben, Beverly, Mike, and Stanley? Hey, are you sure you're gonna spin back this time?
Fuck no, baby!
Oh! Who is now playing 2K with Kobe. Okay, something's never changed. And after Mike calls them, it triggers their memory, and they all remember how Pennywise really put the P in Psycho. Cause let's really talk about this though. Watch how he pulled up on Ben on some straight bull crap. Hey, Jumbo, look behind you! Huh? It's a treadmill! Where? Just sick. Ben, let's talk about it, because you really came from rags to riches. You was living that high life, but it was all a facade, a finesse. Cause during your flashback, you lost all your aura when we find out that you were getting bullied by Alfalfa off of Temu. And gang, is that a pube on your forehead?
What's that, brother?
And these bullies really pulled up 3-on-1. Thought I was watching the wrong movie. My brother. What the frick did I just watch? Was the sound effects necessary? But unlike the psychopaths in the 2017 movie, they don't carve this man like a pumpkin. No. They instead torture him. Gun to the back of your head, name 6 vegetables. Lime Gatorade, you're dying! But let's give Ben a break and let's talk about Bev. Cause she got bigger problems to worry about than Pennywise. Cause why is the only thing consistent in her life? It's her getting pimp smacked. She was really getting hit with the no-look fadeaway slaps. This is egregious. Yeah, after that 6th slap, that Gen 5 would have been calling my name. Ask Dean the Great, he'll tell you. This man been getting hit so much he can't even sleep on his face. But like I told y'all, Pennywise was on cheeks this movie, straight butt to me. Like gang, you couldn't even take a shower, cause he'd be there. Because while Eddie was butt booty naked, they got little boy cheeks on my screen? No! Bro, what were these directors smoking to really put this in the movie? Yeah, I'm blurring this, cause EDP, I know you're watching this. But anyways, Pennywise starts to corner him like a super senior. This looking like the scene straight out of Boondocks.
I want that booty, Tom. You can't have my booty. Oh, yeah, I can. The booty is mine. It belongs to me. You cannot take my booty. The booty is mine. It belongs to me. You cannot take my booty.
Roses are red, violets are blue. If your age is on the clock,
You know what I have to do. I'm only gonna say this once.
Can I please bite a chunk out of that?
Now keep in mind, everyone had forgotten about their past in Derry until Mike called them. So once Mike finishes calling everyone, we now have enough pieces from everyone's memory to find out what actually happened when they were younger. Now unlike the 2017 cast, these boys aren't thugging. Especially you, Bill.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no mindset in this football club.
Like bro, if you mess with one of them, the rest just gonna give you nasty looks and probably trash talk you in the GC later. Yeah, that'll show them. Send.
You are a loser. Simple.
So back to when Ben was getting tortured. He manages to escape by kicking off the bullies and rolling down the hill. Baymax, get up! And I got Arkham Asylum on speed dial. Just listen to what these delinquents, these psychopaths say.
You're gonna die! You're gonna die! You're gonna die!
Gang, chill out. Like I get it, balding at the ripe age of 12 leaves a lot to be angry about. Sat in the chair and got the no-look lineup. His barber really said random BS. Go! But by the time they make it down the hill, Ben is hiding and they stumble across the gang, breaking their dam and abusing our boys, Bill and Eddie. But honestly, well deserved. Because avert your attention to this blasphemy.
Because I felt like it. Give me that.
That's for my asthma.
As for my asthma, yo, slap this man. Y'all is not gangsta. And after they leave, Ben comes out of hiding, meeting the gang, and he's now affiliated. Then sometime later, they all meet back up, with Ben bringing Bev, and we finally get to see the whole gang together. Now let me give y'all the rundown of the new faces. We got Bill, Bev, Richie, Ben, Eddie, and Stanley. And they spend their afternoon rebuilding the dam. Good times. But just wait till they have to get a job! They then later meet Mike, who is getting chased by these bullies. And nah, I really want whatever the directors were smoking, cause he really got these bullies saying the hard R. This is sick work. Wakanda? Nah. Wakanda. Yeah. First naked cheeks, now this? What's next? You finna show us a picture of Rod Wave with no shirt? And I can't lie, they must have heard the disrespect I was putting on their name, because in the next scene, they stand 10 toes down. Bill comes in and says, your ACL? I'ma need that. And a kick to the butt as a finisher? Oh, yeah. So after regaining their manhood, the gang comes together and they start doing some research, all confirming that they saw Pennywise, and start to go into the history of Derry to figure out what it is. But as they're talking, the book starts to flip pages. And who's that? Heck no! Then Pennywise puts it on his set, on his life, on his mother's life, that he's gonna kill every single one of them. Reaching out to grab them, EDP, get back! But Pennywise really done messed up with Bill. He don't know who he messing with. Actually, maybe he does. Cause Bill ain't really about this life. Listen to him!
You killed my brother George, you bastard. Let's see you now.
What the freak was that? There is no conviction in his voice. He is not trying to slide. Moving on. Also, this entire vid, I've been thinking this, so I'ma just say it. 2017 Pennywise is way scarier. I'm sorry. Now, yes, they do have the advantage of CGI, but even the personality of Pennywise is just more scarier. Now, you could argue that 2017 Pennywise is more of a hater. He be doing it for the love of the game. Bro's not even hungry for food. He's just trying to hate. In this version, this guy's just a pedophile. Like, look at how he's yearning for Georgie.
Police! Help!
Now, our opinions may differ depending on which one you saw first though, because I was 11 when I first saw this, and just off the trailer alone, I could not use the bathroom at night by myself for months. Yes, I chose a wet bed over facing my fears, and everywhere I went, I saw him. But don't get me wrong, I do believe that this Pennywise is creepy in his own right, but I digress. But with that, the gang prepares for battle, and they head out to jump Pennywise. And we doing you like this JJK. A one-on-one is more rare than water is to an African. They then push off the big piece crib, with Stanley whining every step of the way, and these psychopaths following behind them. But Pennywise is just like my mom. Y'all came into the house with your shoes on? Fight! And he proceeds to hunt down the bullies, who are, Hey, yo, he's gay! Yo, is this Diddy's origin story? But Pennywise takes him out in the most Diddy way possible, dragging that boy in booty cheeks first.
Weird. Buddy, you're weird.
And this guy? He just turned him into Monkey D. Luffy. But anyways, Stanley uses this opportunity to escape, making it all the way back to his gang, just in time as Pennywise pulls up, throwing a smoke screen. Peekaboo! And Stanley gets kidnapped again, and Pennywise tries to scare him, but Stanley can't get scared, or else Pennywise will eat him. But this guy is straight pissing his pants. Oh my god. Looking at big booty pictures of Broly on the internet. But I can't even blame him. I'd be scared too if I had Kyson at 3 inches from my ear. And they low-key easily beat Pennywise. I got nothing to exaggerate. Cause they hit him with some of Sexy Red's breath, got him cosplaying as Dabo. And Bev lines up the shot, blasting this man's dome off, forcing him to escape. Nah, don't run! But Pennywise does manage to escape. And once they leave, they all vow to kill Pennywise if he ever returns. Are you guys all caught up now? Great. So back to the present, it's now 30 years in the future. And the first one back in the hood of Derry is Bill. He tried living that suburban life, but the streets were calling his name. But he ain't even been back in the hood for 4 seconds. And this man Pennywise is trolling him. And god dang, his forehead is pissing me off. He's busy trying to taunt Bill, but I'm getting distracted by the light reflecting off his cranium. Also, you wanna play, right? I bet, stay right there. I got something for you. Oh, alright. Then later, Bill and Mike finally meet up after 30 years looking like this. And what do all real niggas do when they meet up? Ride bikes. Y'all take notes, this is sensational. Each member of the gang then enters Derry, except for Stanley, with Pennywise trolling each one of them on their way there. But they finally meet up and have their reunion after 30 years. Eating good eats, and the vibes, immaculate. This is what I love to see, man. Real G's showing some real love. Which may have been taken a bit too far. Cause I don't know about you, but I didn't know that Bev had that community poom poom. Cause what is this? No, she's for the whole team. Ben, I know you were crushing on her, but let it go. Even if you bag her, it won't even be your turn. You're gonna have to be sharing that controller.
For the love of God!
But anyways, while Bev is tonguing the whole GC, Bill's wife, who's actually a W, sacrifices her career in her role in the movie to travel to Derry just to make sure that Bill is okay. Bill, you should be ashamed. But as she enters Derry, she gets snatched like some weave by Pennywise in the most sadistic way possible.
Don't you want it? Don't you want it? Don't you want it? Don't you want it?
Yeah, you're done. Police? Yes, him right there. Yes, him. Back to the restaurant, the gang ends up leaving after Pennywise turns their food into whatever this is. And they head to Mike's library where Richie just won't shut up.
Guess we're hot tonight. It's great to be back in Derry, breathing in that old Derry air.
Do you see me laughing, my nigga?
But then Mike calls Stanley's house and he finds out that Stanley is dead. Then Pennywise proceeds to mock their dead. He said,
all y'all gonna do is put his initials in your bio. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing.
It's time to lock in. They all leave the library and Mike gives everyone Pennywise's bop history, reminding them all who they're going up against and that it's been 30 years and Pennywise is officially back. So after all their planning, they all go to their separate rooms, with Beverly following Ben into his room. And this woman is 100% going. And that boy Ben started to get busy. And while he putting that tongue to work, he then takes a quick look at the cheeks and hold up. Where are the M's? Where is the promised land? These ain't them Peter Parker cheeks. They're Captain Marvel's. Yo, who are you?
Kiss me, fat boy.
Oh, heck no!
Nigga, that is rape.
No! Yo, never in my life would I think I'd live to see Pennywise make out with somebody, let alone a man. So anyways, after Ben got assaulted, Mike gets snuck by Henry Bowers, getting stabbed in his side.
Oh, nigga, you gay.
But the gang does quickly rush in and stop him, and Henry somehow accidentally stabs himself, dying on the spot. Yo, I played back the clip, and how did you manage to do that? There's gotta be an actual selection. So after dropping Mike off at the hospital, the gang gets ready to go beat Pennywise. Again. But before they leave, Bev breaks down to Ben, telling him that she regrets marrying her husband, and Ben gives some interesting advice.
Besides, at least you fell in love with somebody. At least you felt something.
Felt what? This two-piece combo? But he's still green, so I can't even hate. They then pull up to Pennywise's crib, taking a nice stroll through the sewer water. And if you look closely, you can see more of J. Cole's music. Hey, play it again!
It's
Yeah, but you're trash! In this movie with a budget of 2 quarters and a fry, show us this DIY projection of Pennywise, talking spicy.
Really, nigga?
But I can't lie, I cannot take this light bulb seriously. I'll kiss you on your forehead, then shine it for good luck. Goofy. They finally make it to the entrance of the boss battle, and Eddie takes the time out of our day to inform us that he's a virgin?
Okay.
Nah, that's not it. If you like boys, Eddie, just say that. The signs were always there. But on a real note, Eddie, what is you on? Cause it ain't woman. Cause he then says this.
I could never sleep with somebody that I didn't love, and I've never really loved anyone, except you guys.
Say that again.
So what, you trying to crack the entire GC? Flag on play. Get this Diddy with a high credit score out of here. Anyways, so once they enter into the cave, is that a health bar?
This nigga gonna die.
The camera then pans up and we see Bill's wife. Then we look to the right and we see this Dollar Tree Pennywise.
Don't look at me. I told you not to come out here in the first place. Nuh-uh. Now look.
Bill, Michael, stop him. Nah, I think I'll just stare in the deadlights. Then the 3 musketeer of retards all stare into the deadlights, leaving just Eddie and Bev. Shoot, Bev, please just shoot. Oh my God. Try, just try again.
I got this.
Now it's just Eddie, and this dude is getting touched. Bev pulls back up, shooting Pennywise in his weak spot, but this guy Eddie is dead. Pennywise then runs off wounded, and disappointment 1, 2, 3, and 4 must have got possessed by the spirit of King Von, because all of a sudden, they're on that timing, and they proceed to chase Pennywise down, giving this grown man belt to cheeks. Pennywise, get up! Like, look at their face. Yeah, these boys are twacked out their mind. Look how they rip out his heart. But hey, GG's. Bill saves his wife and they all dip out. And Ben gets the leftovers of the community's bop, living happily ever after, never seeing Pennywise again. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it! It was you! All roads lead back to this demon. We know your name isn't Alan, it's Jeffrey. This makes perfect sense why Pennywise is a freak. And I swear on my life that I did not edit this. You can pull up the movie right now and go to the credits. I was gonna end the video here, but case reopened. I still have 2 other cases. So here I present File 2. Crispy, where the freak is the rest of the hour-long video you promised? How do I put this? YouTube, hold me. Bro, I legit had another 45 to 50, I think, minutes of peak. But when I went to go publish, YouTube said,
Nah, it ain't gonna work.
Bro, hours of editing for nothing. Now, I did have my other Pennywise videos in this video as well, and I re-voiced over some of the parts in it and re-edited it. But those videos themselves, some of them were copyrighted. But I thought I fixed it when I made this video. So I'm literally just confused why it won't go through, but I truly am genuinely sorry that I couldn't get the videos to be an hour long. I know I promised you guys that, but I also promised I would post it on Saturday, and it's been way too long since I last posted. Hey man, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.